reasons Ghana must thrash Kofi Buah's revised Ewoyaa-Atlantic Lithium Agreement.
Six reasons Ghana must thrash Kofi Buah's revised Ewoyaa-Atlantic Lithium Agreement.
We are members of the Fair Trade Oil Share PSA campaign team, home and abroad, working under the auspices of NGO CNREM, which was among the first NGOs to issue a communique to reject the initial agreement and pointed out best practices elsewhere. Exactly 7 days ago, on the 23rd of December, 2025, several Ghana media sources, including Graphic.com, announced to Ghana and the world that Atlantic Lithium has submitted a revised mining lease for its flagship Ewoyaa Lithium project to Ghana's parliament, adding that the company understands that the Select Committee will begin its review in the new year before making a recommendation to the House. This was following a 15th December 2025 meeting organized by Mr. Emmanuel Arma Kofi Buah, current Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, with several CSOs, including NRGI, ACEP, and oddly, Mr. Ahmed Salim Adam, said to be country manager for Atlantic Lithium. We are saying that Ghana's parliament should throw out the Ewoyaa agreement if the Natural Resources Select Committee chaired by Mr. Collins Dowda presents it to that body for gross violations of policy, secrecy, privacy, and ethics, to include the following.
We are saying that Ghana's parliament should throw out the Ewoyaa agreement if the Natural Resources Select Committee chaired by Mr. Collins Dowda presents it to that body for gross violations of policy, secrecy, privacy, and ethics, to include the following. 1. It was totally egregious and unethical that Atlantic Lithium was allowed at a Government of Ghana meeting, the purpose of which was to discuss a contract between Ghana and that company. We are actually embarrassed that the CSOs themselves seem oblivious of the compromise of security and privacy, having not seen a single opinion piece on the matter, to date. 2. Mr. Buah and Mr. Dowda should do us a favor and indicate who and what CSO organizations they identified to Atlantic Lithium's Ahmed Salim to contact, to speak with before, during, or after the December 13, 25 meeting, and for what purposes. Who is controlling and pacifying whom, they should tell us now. 3. It is still outrageous and a mighty big shame that Kofi Buah has presented to Parliament an agreement that still limits payment of royalties to Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana at 12%, even if price should increase to, or top $3,000 per ton. Echoing Mr. Ziad Al-Morshed, Ewoyaa Lithium royalty should be 45% or higher. In addition, at the 45% royalty baseline, for every dollar above $3,000 per ton, royalty will increase for that portion. Mr. Dowda and Mr. Kofi Buah can both resign their roles and cease making Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana look foolish before the world, if they both disagree. 4. The human interest story and fact. Sad as it is, that the owners of the land and people living in the Ewoyaa community in the Mfansman Municipal Assembly continue to suffer, even as the government of Ghana has already allowed the private company to take and confiscate their property without any payment or financial support, without any dedicated community development funds to date, is a travesty. We hold Atlantic Lithium and the government of Ghana directly responsible for the distress being caused to the community. 5. Related to number 4, equally glaring and egregious is absence of any bonus, part of which could have been used to support Ewoyaa citizens whose properties and livelihoods have been taken by state fiat and eminent domain, before the first property was taken, before the first shovel dug into the Ewoyaa lands. Every time state oil and minerals agreement negotiators fail to announce award and payment of bonus by foreign companies into state accounts, every time they fail to include bonus provisions in oil and minerals agreements, citizens have every right to be suspicious, to speculate, even assume, that state negotiators are not all above board, that some or all of them, including ministers and presidents, received and kept state bonus in the form of bribes. 6. In addition to the value addition question, other issues have yet to be properly reviewed and addressed to Ghanaians who are the sovereign owners of the lithium in the ground, to include A. The institutional problem of policy vacuum and betrayal where legislative instruments e.g. Act 919, Act 703, Act 995 needing updates and readoption have continued to lag, resulting in continued rape by foreign companies of Ghana's oil and mineral wealth and resources. B. Transfer pricing trap and foreign company subterfuge on cost and profit conflation where companies have multiple subsidiaries and operate in different countries and environments. C. Atlantic Lithium and Piedmont Lithium's own statement about the actual value of flagship Ewoyaa asset.
Authors: Kofi Newman, Ph.D., aka Prof. Lungu, Federal Land Use Planner Retired, USA. J.Y. Fiebor, MBA. With contributions from other members of the Fair Trade Oil Share Ghana PSA campaign home and abroad.
May Providence continue to be kind and generous towards Kwame and Nkrumah's Ghana. Thank you. 6 reasons Ghana must thrash Kofi Buah's revised Ewoyaa-Atlantic Lithium Agreement.
May Providence continue to be kind and generous towards Kwame and Nkrumah's Ghana. Thank you. 6 reasons Ghana must thrash Kofi Buah's revised Ewoyaa-Atlantic Lithium Agreement.
Produced by Bamu Records and Promotions Syndicate, LLC. www.bamurecords.com.
Reasons Ghana must thrash Kofi Buah's revised Ewoyaa-Atlantic Lithium Agreement.